They're not in uniform. They don't march in formation. They don't carry medals. They carry coolers, wheelchairs, and cameras. They arrive before the sun knowing the weight of this day, even if it's not about them. Some are vets, some are strangers. All of them, family. This mission runs on honor, but it moves because of them. The quiet crew who lift spirits, fold flags, and catch the tears no one sees. This is their story, the story behind the flight, because heroes don't fly alone.
Hi, my name is Diego Betancourt. I'm working in the photo area today, taking photos of the veterans before they get on their flights and take off.
My name is Becky Killinger, and I'm with the LCC Canine Comfort Dogs.
Gail Sauer. I'm working at the red table this morning, handing out the lanyards for the veterans going on their honor flight.
And my name's Joe, and I'm doing the same. This is the first stop for the veteran when they come in this morning. This is where they get the material and send them on to the next stop.
Hi, I'm Christina Garley. I'm a volunteer here, and I kind of am a lead in charge of the veteran arrival and waiting area before the veterans are taken through TSA. I've been doing this probably, I guess I've lost count, maybe over 8 years now.
We're checking in and been doing this for 17 years.
Good morning, I'm Michelle Mercier. This is my 10th year as a volunteer.
So I'm Karen Relke. I'm the president of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight, and it's truly our honor to welcome our oldest local veterans to a one-day, all-expenses-paid trip to really recognize their service to our country, to show our gratitude for their service so long ago, and in many cases, to give them the welcome home that they didn't receive. Today, we have 116 veterans taking their Stars and Stripes Honor Flight, a couple of World War II veterans that are 100. We have 7 Korean War veterans and 107 from the Vietnam era who served in Vietnam and also who are veterans of the Cold War. So we're looking forward to giving them a spectacular day that really reassures them that their service and their sacrifices are not forgotten.
Before we see the welcome home, before the wheels lift off the runway, let's go back to where it all begins. Coming up next, preparation takes preparation. It's 3:45 a.m. Most of the city is asleep. But inside Milwaukee's General Mitchell International Airport, something's happening. No big speeches, no fanfare, just quiet dedication and a shared understanding. This matters. And when the vets arrive, some arrive with family members as their guardians. Some are matched with strangers. Strangers who will become family before the day is done. The job of the Guardian Volunteers is an honorable one. It is their duty to watch over the veteran, ensure that he or she is on the right bus at the right time, being a part of the experience and guiding them through an emotional day. Before the first hug, before the first tear, the airport hums with purpose. Volunteers move like clockwork, unfolding chairs, taping down signs, assembling rows of wheelchairs like soldiers at attention. They greet each other by first name, but what connects them goes deeper. They're here for someone else's father, someone's sister, someone's hero. They prep coffee for veterans they don't know, but will before the day is over. They straighten flags, fix lapel pins, and when the vets arrive, they'll be ready.
So we're checking in our veterans this morning. This is the green bus table. So any veterans who are assigned to the green bus are going to check in here. They're going to get their lanyard and their wristband. They're going to answer a few questions about their health, and then they're going to meet their bus captains, Tim and Todd. So it's a great check in to start the day and get them rolling through the process.
Hi, I'm Megan Tukachik. I am one of the docs on the plane. I am one of the medicals, and I'll be kind of keeping our vets safe today. I fly because my grandfather was a World War II vet, and I want to honor him.
Hey, Gene, Ryan, nice to meet you. I'll be with you all day with Dr. Megan.
Good morning.
Ryan, nice to meet you.
Megan, we're here to take care of you, so you got to stay out of trouble.
Hi, I'm Christy Julius. I am the Vice President of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight, and today I am the Red Bus Captain for Bravo Tour.
And I'm Mary DeLotte. I'm one of the newest board members, started in January, and today I'm training how to be a bus captain with Christy.
Bus Captain is responsible for really setting the mood for the tone of the Veterans Day, and we create a bus family and really kind of make sure that they see everything, know as much as we can tell them about DC, and really kind of how to run the bus, keep it running smoothly, make sure everything's going well and that everyone's well taken care of.
Sure. So I actually served as a volunteer guardian on the October 2023 Flight of Champions, and I had an awesome experience with my veteran. And it was always an organization I wanted to get involved in because both of my grandfathers served in the Navy. So when I had such a great experience serving as a volunteer guardian, I reached out and started getting involved from the PR, social media side of things. And then when an opportunity opened up to join the board, I jumped at it, and I'm so thrilled to be more involved with the organization and learn different roles and give back to our veterans who have done so much for us.
Gentleman here in front of us is waiting in line right now to get his picture taken. The guardian and the vets always have a photograph taken prior to the flight.
Hi, my name is Ashley Gastaldi, and I am here volunteering on behalf of We Energies. We were one of the sponsors for the flight today.
Hey, I'm Sean Adali. I'm one of the Assistant Airport Operation Managers here at MKE. And my role is really to kind of support the Stars and Stripes organization, work with them to help make their experience here at the airport successful for their missions. So, yeah, wonderful organization. Proud to be here, honored.
But even before the flights leave, the emotions start to build as a story unfolds here, or another there, and the reasons behind volunteering.
Bravo flight is loading up and getting ready to go, and the rest of us will clean up at the airport and come back. Most of us will come back tonight for the return home and the parade.
This isn't just about systems and structure. It's about people. Let's meet a few of the hearts that keep this mission alive. Coming up next. Christina's story starts 8 years ago. She brought her father on his honor flight, a day he never forgot. And when he passed, Christina kept coming back. Now she's here every flight. First to arrive, last to leave. Not because she has to, because she gets to.
Hi, I'm Christina Garley. I'm a volunteer here, and I kind of am a lead in charge of the veteran arrival and waiting area. I've been doing it ever since I took my father on the honor flight, and I was his guardian. It was actually for my dad a life-changing experience, and for me. And I'd say probably, other than his wedding, he said it was probably the best day of his life. And after we came on the honor flight, it opened up something new in my father, a new emotion. And that was the day he first shed his tear. And he actually had an interview with John McCure when we went, and talked about how he never thought he could shed a tear, but he did that day. Because he just couldn't talk enough about how amazing people were, and even little children coming up to him to shake his hand. He just lit up every time he talked about it. And I know even to the day my father passed away with Parkinson's, he remembered the honor flight and talked about it and that experience and what it meant to him.
I'm a people person, and I worry about other people instead of myself.
Oh my gosh, you were like my father reincarnated right now. Is your person Tim, do you know? It is?
Campbell.
We got him.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Have a great time.
She teaches elementary grade school kids in the suburbs of Milwaukee. On flight days, she teaches us something else. That love doesn't end. It evolves. She is not alone. Each of them, a thread in the tapestry. Each of them, a reason the plane takes off on time.
Hi, Ryan Moore. I served from 2002 to 2007 in the United States Marine Corps. Did a year in 2005 over in Iraq. I joined up with Stars and Stripes Honored Flight because I wanted to give back to the older veterans that helped pave the way ahead of me. All the heroes served in Vietnam, Korea, World War II, and really inspired me to not only serve, but now serve them now for Stars and Stripes Honored Flight.
For the veterans, the flight is unforgettable. But for some, the real journey starts after the return. Coming up next, 1 year later, 2 vets and a guardian get together to talk about what the honor flight means to them. One year ago, Saturday, May 19th, 2024, Washington, D.C. at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial.
I'm thinking about my dad. He was in World War II. He died when I was 14, so I never got to hear his story.
Every vet has a story. Behind every story is a person. Behind every person is a memory. Honor flight veterans and what it takes to get them here. 1 year later, May 18th, a reunion. What started as a shared trip turned into something more. 2 Vietnam vets, 1 guardian, 1 breakfast table once a month for over a year.
Amazing.
Yes.
Very amazing. So many people, and they just want to help you out. Direct you to go here, go there. Okay, just take your time, go over that way. Need a wheelchair?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That the return, to the flight into DC, because I understand leaving Milwaukee, there's people there. But remember, we arrived in DC, there were people there that we weren't expecting to be there as well.
You're right.
So that was fun. And those are people who live there.
They laugh now, the kind of laughter that heals. But not long ago, there was anger. Coming home from Vietnam wasn't a celebration. It was quiet, cold, dismissive. Especially for the Vietnam vets who were spit on, called names, and shunned by those they fought for freedom for. This was not the welcome home they expected.
If you could have a volunteer like him,
Yeah.
and the people that we saw at the airport, you will never have a problem with your organization.
Nope.
The volunteers are some of the greatest people. People don't even know you. Telling you, thank you, I love you.
And for over 50 years, some of the vets have harbored hatred themselves for the very country they were asked to defend. But last year's honor flight changed something. The applause, the letters, the cheers, they didn't erase the past, but they rewrote the ending. Now they meet for pancakes and purpose. 3 seats, 1 bond, and a lifetime of stories to catch up on. You can almost feel the pain easing away with each story told and each memory they unfold.
Just cause you're a vet, finally getting that recognition. I keep coming back to that, but that's a big thing for me. To get that recognition that, I enlisted, and then come back and have all the mess that we were confronting.
Yeah.
Then, like I said, to have a organization that is solely for the vets saying, we're going to honor you. It may not be a big parade, it may not be flashing lights, but that's what it turns out to be at the airport.
Yeah.
It was like a recognition of my service. Because when I came back from Vietnam, they didn't treat us very well.
No.
And so from the time I got out up until I went to the flight, I had a anger about that. Okay? That honor flight took all that away.
Yeah.
Took all of that away. To the point where I started doing stuff with the organization. You know, that's how much it affected me, you know? And I wear this just about every day. And people see it and they ask, like Donnie said, and I say, if you're a veteran, put in your paperwork, go. Like kind of elevated me, you know? And then I met this guy.
Sorry about that.
Okay, he's my stepson now.
My dad is Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take that trip with him, but didn't have the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
I got big posters and signs everywhere.
Yeah.
I saw that, you know.
And when we got at the end of the trip and we're coming up the ramp, and it's like, here's my whole family and friends.
Yeah. Because y'all do a sneaky thing. What you all do is you get the family involved on the side, coming home and being surprised by them being there. Y'all do that on the side. I like that. When we're walking through the airport after coming back and the band is playing.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I almost started crying?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He hugged me. He said, it's all right, man, because I was feeling that release. Then he went somewhere. He was talking to somebody, and I'm still walking, and I hear the band, and I started doing my dance.
I got that on video.
Oh, yeah.
And what that did was, oh, the release. You just don't know.
Yeah.
You just don't. The release that I felt, the energy, it was like, I'm a new man.
Yeah.
Vietnam vet getting recognized. That's the thing. So that was a terrible war. Terrible. No purpose for it forever, as far as I can see. What do we get out of it? Yeah.
We got a wall in Washington.
Yeah.
With too many names on
Too
it.
many names on it. Yep.
Hope more guys go.
Let the Vietnam vets know that they are welcome.
The biggest thing for me was the wall. Just too many names, and it just rips your heart out.
You know, we got the
But look how long it took you to go, right? You
Oh,
can't
man.
expect it to show up and everybody's like, oh, you
Yeah.
did it, I'm going to
Yeah.
do it, right?
Yeah.
It takes time.
But yeah, it's easy to explain. It's easy to feel. And I'm grateful for the honor flight. If anybody out there, any vet that can go, should go. Go as soon as you can. It took me too long to go. Make sure you go.
And right now there's a lot of vets out there that I don't want to do that because it's going to bring up too many bad memories of what they did over there and what happened in the jungles and all of that.
Yeah.
So try to get over that. They will treat you like
a king. That's right.
You'll spend a wonderful day.
That's right.
My side hurt from last.
Yeah, we had a ball.
So for every flight, the week before the flight, we have an airport meeting. And at our airport meeting, there's probably 20 representatives of Mitchell Airport there, just to make sure everything is on point for Saturday's honor flight. So there's parking to make sure they're staffed. There's operations to make sure they know about the comings and goings of the airport or the airplane. There's the fire department for the water cannon salute.
Right.
There's, housekeeping, the caterers for your breakfast, marketing to make sure the red, white, blue MKE letters are lit up and that, if there's any special guests that they're handling that. It's incredible, the dedication of everybody at Mitchell Airport.
I mean, there wasn't really one good thing. It was a lot of great things.
Every little bit. And then of course, the Marine Corps Iwo Jima
Yeah.
ordeal.
Yeah. I talked to my wife. I said, what did y'all do? She said, what you talking about? I said, I got all these letters and I got all this personal stuff that the honor flight, how did they know all of that?
Yeah.
She started laughing. Ha ha ha. They called us and asked us for information and to write letters, you know. And then later that day, my family came over. My family was together. I said, y'all think y'all slick, don't you? She said, no, it was the honor flight. I said, oh, they go to that deep of a level, to show the vet that his service was worthy.
Yeah. My daughter was an honor to be there with her as a volunteer. So, yeah.
It was really good to see her. See you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
That was deep.
Yeah, that was deep.
I'll have my usual ham and cheese omelet, pancakes to go. Gotta take them babies home.
Pancakes to go.
That's
right. I'll
Yeah.
have Western omelet, hash browns. If pancakes come with that, give them to him. I mean, this is lifetime.
Yeah.
That's what this turns out to be. It turns out to be a lifetime friendship. I will know this man the rest of my life.
But I find that people that find meaning volunteering for this are just really incredible people.
Yeah.
From, again, so many different backgrounds, from, garbage men to professional athletes, from stay-at-home moms to judges. You get the whole realm of humanity that wants to come together to make a difference for you guys. And it's incredible and emotional to witness every single time. So yesterday was my 59th flight. And everyone is different.
Yeah.
And everyone is amazing. And there are stories that come out of every single one.
They want other vets out there who were feeling the anger like they were to put it aside and take flight into a journey that will forever change them. It changed the one they called Psycho, and it had a life-changing domino effect on Johnny. Up next, meet some of the youngest volunteers who bring a close to the honor flight as the vets are homeward bound and receive the surprise of a younger generation's love and respect. Christina doesn't just volunteer at the airport. She brings the mission into her classroom. Today, her students write letters to veterans, crayon drawings, spelling errors, giant hearts, each one a personal thank you from a new generation. For the veterans, it's mail call, the most emotional part of the return flight. For the kids, it's a lesson. Gratitude has no age limit.
I'm here at Silver Spring Intermediate School with my 5th grade students, and we're currently working on writing welcome home letters to our veterans. Stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ooh, that was fast. Another reminder that mail call happens on their way home from their flight, and they don't know anything about it. It's a surprise for them, so we don't want to give that away in the letter. So when they see your letter, it is okay to talk about things like, I hope you enjoyed your day, or seeing the war memorials, and I hope that you're looking forward to seeing your family when you arrive, but don't mention that there's going to be a parade when they arrive back to the airport. Because again, that's something else that they might not know about, or they're not supposed to know about, and we want that to be a surprise for them.
And on welcome nights, some of those kids are there, waving flags nearly as tall as they are. They may not know the history, but they know they're a part of something big.
We're writing letters to the veterans, and we're using this to guide us through letters. and I finished this so far. To them, and just like how my dad felt like he belonged, like I can make them feel like they belong with just like being in the military and all they've done. It makes me feel like they belong. People who feel good about them and just to be proud of themselves.
Yeah, and do you have somebody personal in your life that kind of has some ties to this?
My dad, because he was in the military and he was like deployed for a while. So him just like fighting also, like it just reminds me of like the veterans and how like they've been through the same thing, and like I want them to know like they were doing a great job, just like how like I did the same to my dad. And
Did your dad enjoy mail call from you guys?
yeah, we would write him a bunch of letters and visit him once he got back from the airport, and we would give him hugs after he was deployed for a long time.
Yeah.
And they'll be like thankful and they'll like appreciate it, because of like last time they didn't like, not like the last time, but
like the Vietnam veterans you're talking about?
They didn't really get appreciated.
Okay, so you want them to feel that welcome home then? And how does it make you feel to be able to write letters like this?
I feel like it was really good. Yeah.
You guys, last time we did an honor flight and we sent the veterans off on that honor flight. And he was a Vietnam vet. And we were just talking about the experiences, and he had said to me then, which was interesting to hear, we always say thank you for your service. And he said even more important than that, Vietnam veterans just want to hear you say, welcome home. So it was kind of like important for me to hear, so that in the morning when we're sending them off on the flight, now I can look at veterans and say thank you for your service and welcome home, like so that they get to hear both of those things. So when you do finish it, maybe trade with a couple people, help edit each other's and look for mistakes, making sure that you can read it carefully. Let them know if there's letters they're writing that maybe wouldn't be clear to a veteran who's reading it.
We're checking each other's letters.
Yeah, we make sure that the veterans get the best letters they can get.
Thank you so much for joining our classroom as we write our letters to our veterans. And to all of our veterans out there, welcome home. Welcome home!
And while those letters find their way into the hands of veterans, another salute is waiting in the wings. High above, vintage warbirds roar to life, piloted by volunteers who trade weekends for honor, offering one final flyover tribute that shakes the sky and stirs the soul.
Hello, I'm Gary Otto. I'm the Executive Officer with the Commemorative Air Force here at the Wisconsin Wing, and I'm real pleased to be here today.
Hello, I'm Mike Woods, and I'm the Operations Officer for our Wisconsin Wing.
Hello, Candy Lee Parr, the Commemorative Air Force Wisconsin Wing Leader.
The honor flights have a long time been flying out of Milwaukee, and the Commemorative Air Force has had the opportunity to honor them and do our share of supporting them by doing our honor flight escort missions. We fly an escort mission. We accompany the airplane when they're loading in the morning, and we lead the airplane out to the runway And we take off ahead of the airplane, do a teardrop turn, and do a low pass over the plane just before they head off to Washington. The mission of the CAF is to educate, inspire, and honor. And this type of mission gives us a chance to do all three of those things.
Doing these missions is really a thrill for me. We get to honor our vets. I'm a vet myself, and so I know what it means. When these people are in the planes, the feedback we get from the honor flight people is how much the vets and the aircraft really enjoy seeing us there, and brings back a lot of good memories for them.
And I've always liked warbirds, World War II movies, and doing fundraisers for our veterans. And I got hooked up, I think in 2022. I got a ride in this SNJ-5 in Oshkosh. One of my dreams to get in and out of EAA during EAA, and I got to fly in a 1943 Warbird with Gary, and I got hooked. And so I became the education officer and now elected as the wing leader here. We've been established since 1982.
Yeah, one of the things that we add to the story here is not only do we accompany these flights as they're loading up and going to Washington, we often have one of the veterans in our back seat of the airplane too. Can count several stories where we really touch people's lives in so many ways with these airplanes and what we do. So that's what really motivates me to keep doing it over and over again. We've been doing it for 15 years now.
And he said, tell your niece we love those vintage airplanes being on our side. And it gave me goosebumps, and that's why I do this.
The final act of this journey is the one that stays with us the most. Up next, welcome home.
Hi, my name is Donna Brownrider. I'm a volunteer for Honor Flight. We are setting up the area for the Welcome Home Parade area, where we honor the veterans coming home for their wonderful day of visiting Washington, D.C. and all the war memorials. I volunteer for it, but I get a lot more than what I give. So right now we're moving chairs around, we're setting up the parade route. The planes will come in later this evening, and we're just getting it set up for now.
My name is Mark Stolasky, and I'm on the board of directors for Stars and Stripes Honor Flight. I've been a volunteer since 2010, and I've been on the board for about 7 or 8 years. I happened to hear about this on the radio, and it just sounded like something that I wanted to be a part of, and once I was in, I never wanted to leave.
My name is PJ Steckert. I got into it. My dad served. This is my opportunity to give something back to him. I get here anytime we have a flight, which is incredibly amazing. These individuals, both men and women, are the most humble people you will ever meet in your life. Prime example, the first gentleman that I flew with was actually stationed stateside. Didn't feel he deserved to fly, but yet family convinced him that he should go. They had a flood when he was stationed in Oklahoma, and he saved a father and his son from drowning. And I said to him at the time, I said, Tom, I said, you realize if you weren't stationed stateside, there's a high probability that that father and son wouldn't have made it. He said he never thought about it that way. It's individuals like that they do things without regard, a lot of times without the recognition that a lot of them deserve. And again, that's why so many of us do what we do, is to tell these people that, man, there's nothing they don't get that they don't deserve.
My name's Christina. I've been volunteering for about 14, 15 years, give or take. I enjoy doing it with my dad here, and just like a second family. Great experience, especially trying to get my generation and younger to experience this.
We first started coming down here to the honor flights back in 2010. That's when I was working with a group of teenagers that would dress up just like the Andrews sisters, as you see in the picture here. All the years that we've been doing it, we've got to know all of the officers and the volunteers. And right now, we don't want to miss another flight when it comes back home.
My name is Oliver Davidson from Kenosha, Wisconsin. I come up here to welcome the honor flights veterans back home. I was a Navy veteran, hospital corpsman, I served from 1966 to 1980. We've been here since, what, 2:30?
Ken Jacob, and I enjoy volunteering to, been here like for 7 or 8 years. I enjoy volunteering to give back to the veterans for thanks for the service and that.
My name is Mary Jastro. I've done this now for 3 years, and it's just an honor for me to come here.
Hi, I'm Patrick Zakshevsky. I am a member of the Honor Flight Ambassador Team. I took my flight in October 19th, one of the first Flights of Champions. And I do this to give back.
My name is Floyd Sorensen. I grew up in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Last month, I turned 100 years old. I was on an LST in the invasion of Normandy on D-Day. I've done some work for the Honor Flight.
As happens in this scenario, we obviously can't predict weather. So they've had a little bit of inclement weather in DC. It did cause a slight flight delay. They took off about an hour later than expected. So new arrival time now would be 8:49 as opposed to the 7:50 we were looking at.
My name's Bruce McFarlane, and I'm the pipe major for Greater Milwaukee Fire and Police Pipes and Drums. We're a memorial band dedicated to the heroes. So we're here at Honor Flight tonight to pipe in the veterans as they come home and deplane.
Hi, I'm Julie Chapman. I am a member of the safety team with Honor Flight here at Stars and Stripes. And right now we are actually getting ready for our first flight to arrive tonight. Alpha should be arriving here shortly. We have about 170 service members that will be putting together a silent salute for them, as well as the Milwaukee Police Department bagpipe group as well.
Nicholas Lanther, Command Master Chief with the U.S. Coast Guard. And we're here honoring the veterans in the Milwaukee area for the first spring honor flight for 2025. So we're excited to be here and can't wait for them to get off the plane.
I feel so fortunate to have been a part of the Stars and Stripes Honor Flight for a little over a year now. And one of the biggest reasons why I volunteer with this organization is because it's all about love and showing this love and gratitude to these veterans that have been through so much and have done so much for our country and all of us. And I want them to know that there are so many people that appreciate them. And it's about love, and it's about gratitude, and it's about bringing people together. A lot of us volunteers say this isn't about different political views. This is about being an American and coming together as Americans for these veterans.
Some volunteers have done this flight more times than they can count, but they still get chills. They walk off the plane, tired, aching, emotional, and then they see us. The crowd, the music, the cheers, the tears. It's overwhelming, beautiful, healing. Some vets say it's the first time they've ever felt truly thanked, and I believe them. We've been up since before dawn. It's past midnight. We're exhausted, but I'll be back next time. And the time after that. Because when they walk off that plane, they don't just feel welcomed. They feel seen. And that's why we do it. That's what makes the Honor Flight fly. It takes more than a plane to lift heroes. It takes a village, a mission, and the ones who carry them home. The Stars and Stripes Honor Flight is about to carry out its next mission, and everything will start again. Because behind every flight, there's an army of volunteers that make it fly. If you'd like to be a part of the Honor Flight, you can. Perhaps there's a Korean War vet, or a Vietnam-era vet, or maybe even one of the few World War II vets that are thankfully still with us in your circle of friends or family. Encourage them to sign up and experience what these veterans have today. Or stay in contact with the Stars and Stripes and discover when the next honor flight departs, and help welcome the veterans home. Bring your love and your respect, giving them that closure and the welcome home they never received. Until today.
And I want to thank every veteran in this country, whoever served, whether you saw wartime or not. Thank you for your service. You put your life on hold for many years. Thank you very much for fighting for our freedoms. Much appreciated. Thank you.